Hi, and thank you for joining us. I'm Kristen Boyd Edwards, Director of Community Engagement for the Reading School District. We're so happy to kick off our 2015-16 school year with our BCTV show. This has become a vital platform for connecting with you, the greater Reading community, and giving you a glimpse of our phenomenal students, staff, events, and programs. So we hope you continue to join us on the fourth Tuesday of every month. Last year, our show was called Pathway to Excellence. This year, we're switching it up a bit. We will now simply be called Red Knight TV. So with that said, welcome to Red Knight TV, where we're always RSD proud. A few things that we want to share. First, our district is going gold all throughout September in recognition of Childhood Cancer Awareness Month. You can check our Facebook page for more details about that. Second, we're also celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month through October 15th. And we want to give a special shout out to K9 Cody from the Reading Police Force. We wish you a speedy recovery. First in today's episode, I'm going to fill you in on some of the new activities happening this school year. Then we invite you to listen in on a candid conversation between our superintendent, Dr. Khalid Mumin, and RHS senior Khalil Eady. One of our goals this year is to encourage more students to participate in Red Knight TV. We'll close the show with a look at our 2015 Athletic Hall of Fame festivities, our opening day celebration at First Energy Stadium, and our award-winning RHS band. Enjoy. This summer, our district websites received a facelift. If you visit our website at www.readingsd.org, you'll see a new and improved look. The look now includes up-to-date information, calendar listings of upcoming events, lunch menus, and a staff directory. You'll also find important news and information, such as the Watchdogs program that we're launching in all of our district schools this year, the additional Safe School staff that we've added at Reading Intermediate and Reading High School, and our Breakfast in the Classroom program, which has expanded to middle school this year. Reading School District is also very active on social media, and we want you to connect with us. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, and Pinterest. You can also check Twitter for accounts with our superintendent, Dr. Khalid Mumin, as well as many of our principals. With Facebook, we have several pages, including a general district page. We also now have pages for Espanol. We have pages for elementary, middle, and Reading Intermediate and High School.
Hello, my name is Khalil Eady, and I'm here with the superintendent of Reading School District, Dr. Mumin.
Yes, hello.
And we're going to get to know him a little bit better today, so I have a couple questions for you.
All right, Khalil, let's roll.
All right. So, me and you have been talking about your high school career, and if you could just tell us what changed your path, what made you go on to this academic path?
Well, I believe, succinctly, it was failure. I experienced failure in ninth grade, and that was the worst feeling I ever had. And I said, it was a unique experience because the way that I failed ninth grade is that I chose not to go to school half of the school year, a little bit more than half of the school year. But I got into some trouble, and I had gotten a court order that I needed to be in school the fourth marking period, 90% attendance. Now, mind you, Khalil, I had not been in school since Halloween.
Oh, yeah?
I show up, fourth marking period, I'm doing my 90% attendance, regimen, so to speak,
Right.
and I passed my finals. Still got an F in the class, but I passed my finals, and I said, I wasn't here the majority of the school year and I still passed my finals. I wasted a lot of time.
That's how you do it.
So I went into ninth grade again in my neighborhood school, Alny High School, with just a ferocity to get it done. I had a chip on my shoulder. I was pretty angry. And I took a chance to get things right.
That's how you do it.
Yes, changed my group of friends, changed my behavior. I still was goofy. I still was a class clown, but I just changed a lot of things. And my circle of friends was probably the major turning point.
Yeah. There's always a group of people or someone important that helps you change. Who was say, your favorite teacher that helped you get right?
Wow. My favorite teacher was Mr. Smith, Mr. Richard Smith. And Mr. Smith was my 10th grade English teacher. And I remember this like yesterday. He came into the class, and Mr. Smith had this very old, worn briefcase. So we knew when the briefcase was there, he was there. If it wasn't there, we knew we had a substitute teacher, and the rules different.
The rules are always different when it's up.
Right. So we came into class one day. Mr. Smith's briefcase is there, but he's not there. We said, "Uh-oh, he's pulling a trick on us." Well, Mr. Smith came in, and he told us. He said, "We're going to learn about the best rapper in the entire world." We're like, "What? Run DMC is what's hot. Elvis was hot.
That's what's
Public Enemy's hot." He was like, "No, William Shakespeare." We were like, "Get out of here, man.
William Shakespeare.
William Shakespeare, get out of here." And he started into the prologue of Macbeth with the witch's brew.
Right.
Bubble, bubble, toil and trouble.
Look at you.
And toil and trouble. And he started to go through the prologue, and he roped us in. And when we finished Macbeth, first of all, I felt really smart because I was reading Macbeth. I went to Alney High. I could converse with kids that went to LaSalle Prep. When I was playing basketball, I read Macbeth. When I went down to Temple University and was able to see the production of Macbeth via Dr. Wall, our English department chair, providing tickets for us, it really gave me a sense of empowerment. And I said, man, when I grow up, I want to be a teacher.
That's how you do it.
When I graduate, I want to be a teacher. And I became an English teacher as a result.
Look at you, being able to quote Macbeth. Ain't that something? So why did you decide to become superintendent of Reading School District?
Wow, because of the challenges. During my high school experiences, I played on our basketball team. And we competed against Reading back in the day. Back in the day.
Throwing it all the way back.
Back in the day. And for most Philadelphians, this is where you went to the outlets for shopping.
Right.
And so I had a familiarity with Reading. And I was able to see the changing demographics over the years. So when I moved to Maryland as a superintendent, and I said, if I ever go back home, I want to go to one of the big 5 school districts. And what I mean by big 5 are the big 5 urban settings.
Yeah.
Philadelphia is one.
Yeah.
The second would be Pittsburgh. The third is Allentown. The fourth is Reading. And number 5, that's right. And number 5 is Harrisburg. So I came back to Reading. The demographics have changed. The challenges are immense. And I said, let's go and make a difference in the lives of these kids. Because the experiences, the socioeconomic barriers that we have here, I strongly believe if our students can make it out of here, you and your classmates can make it out of here, you have a sense of resiliency that no one will ever be able to break. It makes you an outlier and puts you ahead of the pack if you use that as a focal point and as motivation to be successful. You guys can really change the world.
Yeah.
You really can.
I really respect that. I respect, because everyone I spoke to about you has said how much you really care about us kids. And I like that. It makes you really feel like on the same level here.
All right.
So now that you've been superintendent for a year, right? How would you describe your first year at Reading School District?
First year was fast and furious. A lot of learning.
Yeah.
A lot of learning. A lot of engaging partners around one focal point, meaning the students. We created a motto, which is one vision, all students, one Reading. So anywhere and everywhere I go, when I'm engaging with partners, teachers, support staff, you want to engage them around the conversation, all leading back to kids.
Right.
That was an important endeavor for us last year. And we were able to start planning and putting action steps in place. And I'm very proud to say that our school board of directors, who've been very supportive this year, this past year, we now have a new strategic plan which will be adopted at next Wednesday's board meeting. So there's a 5-year plan in place which talks about academics, having sustainable curriculum, having unique unique curriculum that is similar in each building at the elementary level because the kids move around a lot.
Right.
Looking at areas in regards to safety. That's a black eye for us. We have to continually address the safety of our facilities and the safety within the facilities, meaning the
Right.
schools. We're talking about fiscal responsibility. Can't do any of this stuff without cash.
Yeah.
That's right. So trying to build a plan out that gives us a 5-year outlook, and the partnerships, bringing especially alumni, bringing them back into the fold, making sure that there is opportunities or there are opportunities for them to be engaged in what's happening here, and opening the book, letting people see what Reading High and Reading School District is all about.
Right.
That's the important part, and we were able to plan those steps last year, which, man, it took a lot of work,
Yeah.
but it was worth it. I really believe it was worth it, and it's putting us on a nice, it's been a smooth transition in the year too, so it's been great, Conrad.
Yeah, and I like that, cause in here it seems like you're really making steps. Like you're not sitting down. You're really, like pushing it. Pushing, making sure stuff gets done. You know?
Yes, what's important that when you asked about my favorite teacher, Mr. Smith, and then I had some favorite administrators, and I said, as a superintendent, what's important is that it's good that you posed a question earlier and asked, you said you asked about me. It's important for our students to know who the superintendent is.
Yeah.
I try to get out to everything.
Yeah.
My administrative team, we divide and conquer a lot of things.
Yeah.
And I think that's part of pushing the message also, because you have to have the children engaged.
Yeah.
And they really, and when I have a conversation with someone, especially a young man like yourself, I want you guys are unfiltered.
Right.
You're not gonna just tell me stuff to make me feel good.
Tell it like it is.
You're gonna tell it like it is, and I want you to get that authentic feeling that I'm proving that I'm authentic, having authenticity, withedness, that I really care about you, so that you can spread the word. And I think that's part of this mission also.
Right. I think like not no one, but people don't listen to someone they don't know.
Correct.
And I like that, like in getting to know you, it makes it
Yes, sir.
easier to like really understand like the whole stuff that we don't know and stuff that we're not in on.
That's right.
But, like it's good to know like there's people like you. You know.
Thank you,
we
sir.
like you. We
Thank
like
you so much. Thank you.
So now, what are you excited about the upcoming school year?
The possibilities. The
endless.
possibilities are exciting. There are infinite possibilities. I was able to take a ride with the children last year, with the students last year, in regards to, watching them triumph, getting the opportunity to speak to students who graduated and their success stories and where they're going. And I said, hey, let's magnify that. Let's spread out. Let's magnify it. We have to get more students in front of the little students.
Right.
We have to create a synergy here that motivates kids to want to engage in the educational process, because
Yeah.
the light at the end of the tunnel is a big banner that says success.
There you go.
And that's exciting. It's continuing the push to really get in line with the one vision, all students, one Reading.
Yeah, everybody together.
Have everyone marching together. I envision, and this was, I'm having an epiphany here. This is
Go ahead.
last year during the Peace Project March. When you see the kids take over the city, and they're marching over to the band shell.
Right.
That's so powerful.
Yeah.
But that was only a minute percentage of our student population.
Right.
Imagine if we had 18,000 kids walking the streets of Reading doing something, whether it be community engagement, whether it be volunteer work, whether it be school, peace. The power there is tremendous. And I see this as an opportunity, another year as an opportunity for us to build to where we are 18,000 strong, all staring in the right direction, all with our eyes on the prize in regards to student success. Man, you have the opportunity to change the world, change this footprint on the 21st century.
Right. That's beautiful. I love that. So, any advice for the students? What do you think they should do?
I would say the first thing you have to do, especially in a building like the castle,
Right.
you have to have adults in this building that you can trust and confide in.
Yeah.
Because you'll need adults, you'll need partners to help you navigate navigate this school year.
Yeah.
Also, I would say this is high school. Get engaged in everything that you can. Have fun. Have fun with this opportunity. These 3 years here, because the work really begins in college.
Right.
And then when you graduate college, now you're working for a living for a paycheck.
Yeah.
Have fun. Have fun. You have the opportunity to build skills now, make friendships and connections that you'll never have again in life. And the third thing I would say is motivate yourself to excel. Just don't show up. Just don't be a punch in, punch out, or clock in, clock out student. You have to be engaged. You have to look at this as a job, and you have to make sure you're running through the finish line. Because what you put in now will definitely lead you through your future years as an adult. I mean, high school was so much fun for me, and I wasn't the best or the perfect student.
Right.
But I remember a lot of my experiences, and I'm able to talk about some of the teachers and adults that helped me. But all of those friends and all those people I knew in high school, like I said, I was in a building with 4,000 students. We don't connect.
Right.
Well, unless it's a school reunion, and I'm a 30-year reunion, so but you don't have the opportunity to engage with these people as often ever again. So I would say you want to jump in, dive into high school, and take advantage of everything high school has to offer for you.
Dr. Mumie, I respect your honesty, and I thank you for coming to have this interview with me. I really love it.
Khalil, my pleasure. And we'll talk about your name in a minute. Khalil and Khalid. How about
see,
that? How about that?
That wasn't a coincidence. Thank you so much for being here with us.
My pleasure. Thank you.
I'm as excited about this year's possibilities as I was last year when I started. This far exceeds just having kids graduate from the castle. This is about saving a generation of kids. This is about saving a city.
You are the who. You are the cultivators of the whole child, the daily caregivers, the nurturers of mind, body, and soul.
I'm happy to acknowledge the role that expectations play in student achievement. Continue to hold high expectations for each and every one of your students, because you never know who's going to be the star.
Do we have work to do? Absolutely, we have work to do. We have tons of work to do.
One vision, all students, one Reading.
When I say we are, we are, we are.
Hi, I'm Monet Pollard. I'm section leader for the drum line, and I play the snare. And I'm in 12th grade.
I'm Hector Chiveria. I'm a senior. I'm the low brass section leader, and I play tuba.
Hi, I'm Giamari. I'm the flute section leader, and I play the flute, and I'm going to 10th grade.
I don't know. I'd say like the environment. Like these are my friends. They're like family, most of them. So I just like coming here and having fun with them because band is fun. So like just coming out and just being with them, surrounded by great people that I know and that I like.
I think my, not main reason, but one of my main reasons is that I can't say coworker, but the person that's next to me is my brother, and we both play the snare. So then it's like, it actually is family that's right next to you.
Music has like made me the way I am. Like without music, I don't know what I would be doing right now. And it's made me a better person. I've met great people, and I like the people I've been around with for all these years I've been playing.
It's based on the Hunger Games.
Yeah, that's it. It's just based on the Hunger Games. Mr. Simpson writes the music out, and he gets bits and pieces and arranges it in his own style, and we just perform it for him. He writes the drills and all that stuff. So yeah.
I think the one cool part about like this actual show is that the drum line is going to be the peacemakers, and the color guard is going to be the tributes that are going into the Hunger Games. So you're going to see the drum line basically force the tributes to go and fight in the Hunger Games, and then you're going to see, maybe you'll see a fight. I don't know, maybe you won't.
I'd say making music. Like that's the coolest part. Like when you practice, you take so long to practice, and like you put all this hard work and dedication in, and in the end you make something so cool and so beautiful that it's just like sometimes you get chills, and like sometimes you get like different emotions through it, and it's really cool. Like that's what I feel.
I think that this year is like a great year to like go out of since I'm a senior, because when I first came here, there's maybe 130 different players, and that's when we were competing and all that good stuff, going to championships, getting second place, and like going far. And then the last couple of years we haven't competed, so I kind of thought that I was going to go down. Like my senior year wasn't going to be as good as my freshman year, but with these kids, it's a different story.
I think like all of us as a band, we're just a bunch of hardworking, fun-loving people, and we're a band family. Like we are all together. We do all of this together, and it's a good place to be in there.
I just want to add that I don't know, like I just wish people could just like just come out and see us and like just think like how hard we actually work. Like people sometimes they come down on us like, oh yeah, they're just the band kids, they don't do anything, but we actually do a lot. Like you see my sweat, we do a lot. Like we do push-ups and we run sometimes and we work hard. So I just want people to realize how hard we actually do work and like give that band the credit that they deserve.
Thank you again for joining us. Our show airs at 6 p.m. on the fourth Tuesday of every month. The episodes are also archived on the school district's Red Knight TV YouTube page. We'll see you next month. In the meantime, take care.